No. Okay, so I was kind of dreading this part. I'll be right back. Dirty, disgusting, blood-sucking freak, fuck off. Now, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I have a soft spot for experimental filmmaking. It's just one of my favorite kinds of filmmaking. I wouldn't really call it a genre. And on that note, there was a series of short films that ever since I've watched Jonathan Doe's video have stuck in my mind as something I wanted to eventually see. And that is, my friends, the Bloodrunner Zero short films. I haven't done these kind of reaction reviews in so long, and usually I do them during the summer because there's still light outside. Right now it's mid-February. The only caveat with me not watching these earlier is I have an issue that I should probably not mention online because I'm gonna get bullied for it, but I do not like blood at all. Now you're probably like, but Spooky, you review splatter films. No. I'm talking real ass blood. I go to get blood tests and I almost pass out. There's two things in life I'm afraid of. Well, three if you count commitment, but that's not what I'm talking about. And that is needles and blood. I'll be right back. It was with a lot of courage in my hand that I pressed play to watch the first of the Bloodrunner Zero's film. Bloodrunner Zero, I think it's called. Jesus Christ, I was too busy trying not to fucking vomit to actually pay attention. So without further ado, here comes Bloodrunner Zero 1. And there's not much to say about the film. It's experimental and it's 16 minutes long. Kind of, you don't really have much during that time. But I have to mention that it's quite a beautiful little film. You start in a room that's filled with liquor, cigarettes, and pills. So it's basically like returning to my childhood. Except Father is not there to beat me. I really hope my dad doesn't watch these videos because he's gonna say like, why do you make me up to be an asshole when he's never hit me or even raised his voice, because he kind of doesn't speak loud. As I say that, she pulls out a cigarette, which is probably worse for you than slicing your own wrists. So anyways, you can see that our character, played by Zero Zero, her name's Zero, that's probably not her real name. She's not well in her mind, clearly, and she takes off a plaster and you can see her previous cuts. No. Okay, so I was kind of dreading this part. Okay. Anyway, she then takes out one of her Marlboro cigarettes, starts smoking it, pours herself a drink, and then takes a pill. Because alcohol and pills, that's a perfect match, kind of like Kurt Cobain and a shotgun. Patrick's starring right now. I guess the drugs did do effect. So she passes out, and we see the same scene, but played in reverse, and then we cut to her basically just laying on the floor. And then she wakes up, takes out the blade of an X-Acto knife, and proceeds to playfully, you know what. Arms are like reacting to this. They're not having fun. I'll be right back. Until, of course, she passes out from fucking blood loss. To do it all over again during the most excruciatingly long scene of this film, where she does that to her wrist for a good 5 minutes with a little cute pink knife, which almost made me throw up. Very cool. Thank you, movie. It's just so uncomfortable, the close-up. The lack of music, the I'm good, YouTube. I'm just burping. also a scene where she writes with blood on a mirror, and then she, with her nails that are full of blood cloth. Fucking, I'm not watching. I'm not looking. Fuck you. Fuck you. You dirty, disgusting, fucking blood-sucking freak. Fuck off. Just drags words in a book that she was reading, which I guess is like a satanic book that makes the world turn around and the movie playing in reverse. And that's pretty much the end, and my wrists are hurting for our main character because holy shit, man, I'm not a fan of this movie. What I cannot fault it's for being too long, because it's already done, and we're getting a replay of the scene where she cuts herself. That wasn't necessary, but just in case, and I need a fucking beer now. As a movie itself, it's quite well done. I mean, the visuals are pretty beautiful. It's brought to us by Sade Sato, who, if you're familiar with, he also directed My-chan's Daily Life. And then I wonder why this movie is so fucked up. And it stars Zero, which was kind of a self-cutting idol in Japan. Japan's a weird country, man. And they teamed up together to do this film and another one, and I think another one, which are pretty hard to find in original, but you can get them through my friend Urshel at Banana Box. So you have Bloodrunner Zero, Bloodrunner Zero 2, Blood Rome, and Blood Black. As movies, they're intriguing. Nothing really happens. It's just beautiful visual and lots of cutting. If that's your thing, I think the second one might be a bit more story driven while still staying experimental. But honestly, I'll probably cover that one too eventually. I just wanted to get my feet wet because I knew this was gonna be a not fun experience for myself. As I said in the intro, I do not fuck with real blood, like at all. And just the fact that this is kind of a fetish film, which I know blood play is a thing, no judgment, but that's not my thing. And these are kind of a weird mix between an experimental horror short film and a fetish film. So the way it's shot is very supposed to be tantalizing, I think. So it kind of makes you even more uncomfortable that somebody could masturbate to this. And also in the original DVDs, I think there's like some bonuses where she sings at fan meetups with her blood. You do you, Japan. But if you like this type of video, I usually don't do a lot. I haven't done one of these reaction reviews in a while, but hey, maybe if you thumbs up and subscribe, you might see more of these types of videos in the very near future. Thank you, and see you guys next time.